去你丫的
！KO！ 注意看，中国摔跤王者张立鹏国际擂台闯下大祸，愤怒肘击打得巴西柔术冠军嗷嗷惨叫，哭爹喊娘。 更是施展旱地拔葱炸弹，摔将老外彻底打废，送进抢救室。正因这场比赛，张立鹏成功挤入世界排名，拿到冠军金腰带。屏幕开头被打废的家伙可不是别人，此人正是来自巴西柔术之乡的冠军选手伊塔洛·冈萨尔维斯。在高手如云的巴西拳坛之中，伊塔洛自重量级中排名第2，其自身的地面柔术技术相当强悍英勇。 自从来到中国打比赛之后的伊塔洛保持着4连胜难逢敌手，至此伊塔洛本人才没有将中国选手放在眼里，并放话中国人来一个打死一个，来2个打死1双。听闻此等嚣张发言，来自内蒙古通辽市的摔跤强者张立鹏终于坐不住了。毕竟张立鹏可是已经在综合格斗领域闯荡了10年之久，伊塔洛无非就是喜欢欺负一些格斗新人，增加职业战绩。 今晚张立鹏将会拿出100%的实力暴揍伊塔洛，为国争光。好了，废话不多说，让我们看看张立鹏今晚的表现如何。随着裁判一声令下，比赛正式开始。红白拳套就是中国选手张立鹏，蓝白拳套就是巴西选手伊塔洛。虽然张立鹏在综合格斗的擂台时间待过很长时间，但是面对伊塔洛这位柔术冠军，也不敢有丝毫懈怠。 毕竟，来到紧张刺激的地面缠斗是一件极其耗费体力的事情，再加上伊塔洛本身的身体素质强硬，真要来到地面，只会吃到更大的亏。
Now again, opinions vary, so
okay, sure.
When we were with Dare Fight Sports in Thailand, we would change via the event. Cage one event, ringer one event, cage one event, ring one event.
Was it equally as successful?
Obviously not if they're still not around. Heyo!
Booyah! Goodbye. John, what's happening here? Has to be obvious.
Perfectly obvious. Zhang has him in the guard, bringing that leg up, holding that leg, trying to get something, possibly a triangle or an armbar. It's basically a setup. This is not going to, this arm and leg around is not going to affect the Brazilian, but what it is going to do is shift him into a position which Zhang is hoping for.
So why did the referee break that up?
Probably a stalemate. Okay. Because they weren't going to go into any action from there. He wasn't going to move, and he wasn't going to move.
Now let's see how both sides fare up in the stand-up.
Remember, we are 4-ounce gloves.
5-minute rounds.
5-minute round.
很明显，伊塔洛在与张立鹏对峙期间，就是醉翁之意不在酒。伊塔洛表面在站立上虚晃拳头，随时发起猛攻，实际上就是为了等待合适的下潜抱摔机会。一旦来到地面缠斗，伊塔洛就如同打鸡血那样亢奋。好在张立鹏的作战经验很丰富，才没有被压制在地面，但是也足以说明伊塔洛执着打地面是有备而来。
Should be under unified rules. So the global rule sets is the only one that does soccer kicks. Again, Full Metal Dojo, we still use them. But we also use a 6x6 cage, so there's really nowhere to go. Set up for the armbar right there. He's looking to get spiked. Does he hold on to it? He couldn't hold on to it. So great defense from our Chinese opponent. Brought him up, slammed him, did exactly what he needed to do to get out of that. Again, you're tight in the guard being the closed legs behind. And feel free, Kev, if you got questions. These little rapid punches, these are all shifting weights to set up. So you can see the Brazilian trapping that left arm right there.
So here's a question for you right now.
Yeah.
For someone who's just tuning in right now, they're coming to kickboxing organization.
Yep.
Who's in the dominant position right now?
They're neither of them. Neither of them. There are just as many submissions that he can do, holding that arm and trapping that there.
What's the mentality now of the Brazilian fighter having his legs wrapped around the lower torso of
So that is referred to again as the closed guard. And now he can open it up and maneuver himself away. Butterfly guard, open rubber guard, any of these types of movements.
双方在地面缠斗环节打得难解难分，尤其是张立鹏利用自身蛮力，成功将伊塔洛压制在身下，时不时还在挪动身体，试图寻找其成位的机会。奈何伊塔洛本人却用双腿死死束缚张立鹏，对此双方选手只能保持现在的位置，僵持不下。关键要看接下来的比赛，张立鹏能否化解对方的地面束缚。
hanging off their back.
All right, wow. So how tiring is this?
It's a grind. It's an absolute grind. But the thing is just like what I was talking about with wrestling, or just like when ties in Muay Thai are clinch, going at a clinch, you know, when you go to Pechindi, they do 45 minutes of clinching a day.
You're trained for it.
Your
body is adapted for it.
And so this is a natural environment for both of these guys.
Why is the referee? Oh, okay. I'll stop talking for a second. I was going to say, why is the referee not stopping this? Because he's obviously got some positions where he can find.
Oh, he can definitely find. He can definitely find a mark for his elbows, especially. Remember that those are there, so he'll land him with the body right there. Come back to the head.
We're approaching the final 30 seconds of round one. Wow.
Great elbow there.
The under elbows there. And coming down on the pounding on the head, lying on the canvas.
Now, again, I don't know Italo. I've never seen him fight. 4-0, undefeated in MMA. But as I was saying, this guy, Zhang, is the welterweight world champion for Kunlun.
Yes,
huge experience. Huge experience. And right now, he is in his world. And that world is referred to as GNP, or ground and pound.
35 fights in MMA.
比赛来到第二回合，张立鹏在首回合不说拿到了绝对比分优势，但是也用实际行动证明自己不会输给对方多少。伊塔洛本以为自己精湛的技巧可以碾压暴走张立鹏，可是实际上一旦来到地面缠斗，伊塔洛将会被蛮力控制。如果接下来的比赛张立鹏可以继续保持现有打法，一定会让伊塔洛品尝到挨揍的滋味。
Oh, okay.
Goes to shoot.
Stand up.
Now that shot was exactly what he wanted to do, to bring it down so that he can regroup, rethink, and recapture his brain.
Recalibrate.
Oh yeah, bro.
I can see you, John. You're so in your element right now.
I love it. I love it,
There's
man.
nothing wrong with that. I love myself too.
Here. Huge elbow. Zhang is definitely doing his damage. Ground and pound. Phuket top team, brother.
Is he training out of that
Oh
team?
yeah, he's training out of Phuket top team. Eric Ersk is the wrestling coach, main MMA coach there. Boyd Clark again. Big shout out to those guys. The whole of Soi Tai Yid is basically mixed martial arts road. If there's one place you want to go to train.
Those elbows have got venom.
Literally.
Serious power. It's even worse with the head is on the canvas.
伊塔洛此时此刻的体力储备下降十分严重，不仅难以对张立鹏施展更有效的精准命中，还被压制在身下，承受着地面砸拳命中。而且张立鹏的攻势也在随着时间推移逐渐加强。看着张立鹏的进攻架势，不把对方往死里打，绝对不会放过。伊塔洛只能静静地躺在地上，默默祈祷张立鹏下手轻一点。
I obviously understand how that could look. You know, a lot of the Chinese organizations used to do, what do they, you know, a couple of them would do 10 seconds on the ground, 30 seconds on the ground, and then stand them up. But as we've seen in the premier organization, the UFC, a lot of people can get submitted off their back. And, you know, that's why we keep it, is because obviously somebody's knocked down and out there like that. But great blood flowing from Italo now via those elbows.
Brutalizing his face right now.
Ground and pound obviously is a term that has been coined in modern MMA. But ground and pound, this is what old Pancreas was. This is what,
Gotta call it,
he's
right?
gotta call it. Referee has seen enough. That ground and pound, old Pancreas. That's what Greco-Roman wrestlers used to do.
Oh, wow. Fascinating.
最后公布比赛结果，张立鹏实至名归，赢下了比赛最终胜利。大家认为张立鹏本场比赛表现如何呢？欢迎在评论区留言讨论，我们下期再见。